Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us to recognize the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day in Alberta. I'm pleased to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Jason Kenney and my government colleagues. All Albertans, including seniors, have the right to live a life free of abuse. Seniors are an important part of our social fabric of Alberta. They help build this province. They make substantial contributions to their community and to our economy. Unfortunately, they are not always treated with the respect they deserve. Prior to 2020, we estimate nearly 1 in 10 Alberta seniors were subject to some form of abuse. The added challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic have only made things worse. Community organizations tell us they have seen an increase in the incidence and capacity and severity of elder abuse case in Alberta. Your government is listening. Today, in collaboration with the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council, I'm pleased to share the names of 16 grant recipients who are receiving a total of $650,000 in funding to support their community coordinate response to elder abuse. This funding will be used to increase support for seniors who have been abused, explore a consistent approach to data connections, and enhance the skills of responders. So I would like to congratulate the following organizations: Healthy Family, Healthy Futures Society of Basker, Westlock, and Barhead; Family Violence Action Society serving Camrose and District; the Calgary Road Primary Case Networks in Clareholm and Wayland and Region; Foothill Layton's Community Coordinated Response; Hinton Family and Community Support Service; the Kirby Center Calgary Elder Response Team; Lamont County Region's Family and Community Support Service; the Roy Minister Introed Home Society; Medicine Hat Family Service; Edmonton Senior Protection Partnership; St. Albert Stop Abuse in Families; St. Aidan's Housing Society in Fort McMurray; Siksika Health Service; Stone Plain Family Community Support Service; Greenwood Neighborhood Place Society serving Sundan and regions; and Elock Creek Nation. To each of these recipients, thank you for your dedications to serving and protecting Alberta seniors. I look forward to seeing your work progress. This year, we will also be updating how we respond to elder abuse in Alberta. We want to better understand it, recognize it, and prevent it at the community level. We plan to develop a more unified government approach. We will enable service providers to develop talented and skilled support and provide clarity to responders and to affect seniors and their families. Our first step is to clearly define the terms elder abuse with input from community organizations and the public. While we do have the provincial definitions of elder abuse, we want to see if there is a room for improvement. We will be engaging with the stakeholders over the next few weeks and encourage Albertans to keep an eye out for public engagement later this summer. This is a critical issue for many seniors in Alberta, and we are committed to getting it right. Because elder abuse is not acceptable for anyone in any form. On this World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, we proudly unified with organizations and community across the province in this important work. Please know, Alberta's government will continue to work ensure seniors can stay safe, healthy, and connected to their communities. And now, I would like to introduce Chantal Autobright, of the Elder Abuse Awareness Council, who is joining us virtually to say a few words. Chantel?
Thank you, Minister Pon. Today, as it's World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council is pleased to partner with Minister Pon and the Ministry of Seniors and Housing to celebrate World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Today is a day for all of us to be able to join with others around the world to grow the conversation and raise awareness about elder abuse and its impact on the lives of older adults. We are so grateful to be able to announce the successful applicants for the case management funding, as we had a great response to the funding call and are looking forward to working with these communities. Having case managers in place will ensure that communities across the province have frontline services available for those older adults experiencing abuse. Over the past few years, service providers in Alberta have been working hard to raise awareness about elder abuse. And now with the pandemic affecting so many older adults and creating additional strains on families, we know that seniors need access to case management services more than ever. We are encouraged that this initiative is not the only initiative that is being undertaken at this time, as the importance of a common definition and community consultation is going to be paramount in continuing to understand the changing landscape of elder abuse, its connection within the family violence continuum, and its impact on our communities. So thank you to all of you who are recognizing World Elder Abuse Awareness Day today in your community, through social media, and by reaching out and connecting with the older adults in your life. And thank you to Minister Pon for her continued support of this important social issue. We look forward to connecting and creating a greater community of practice throughout this next year that will be able to respond and support seniors experiencing elder abuse. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Chantel, and the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council for your support. We are pleased to continue our partnership together. And this concludes our announcement. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much, Minister Pon. For the media joining us on the line today, please press *1 to ask a question. Okay, it looks like we have our first caller in the queue. Please introduce yourself, your outlet, and you have the opportunity to ask one question and one follow-up question.
Our first question is Michelle Bellefontaine with CBC. Go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, hi. I have a question about the pandemic and elder abuse, and I'm wondering, I don't know if Minister Pon, you want to take this one on, or your guest, but has there been any reported increase in elder abuse because, seniors are so isolated and perhaps having to depend on more on potentially abusive family members?
Thank you for your questions. Actually, so in my presentation, so that indication that we have about 60,000 seniors who are experiencing some kinds of abuse, in almost 1 in every 10 seniors in Alberta. So that is an incident and showing that that's an increase. And that's why we believe that in this government, it is very important to address this elder abuse issue.
Do you have a follow-up question?
I also wanted to ask about Bill 70. Minister Pon, I'm wondering if you've heard any feedback from seniors and their caregivers about the bill or concerns about the bill.
I haven't heard the feedback on the Bill 70 yet, so I have no comment on that.
Okay, thanks very much for your questions. Just a reminder to the reporters on the line, please press *1 to ask a question. Okay, go ahead. Next caller.
Next is Catherine Grukowski with Alberta Today. Go ahead, Catherine.
Yeah, thanks very much. On elder abuse, it can take many different forms: financial, physical. There's online romance scams. I'm wondering, perhaps for Chantel, has the type of elder abuse shifted over the pandemic, or what type of elder abuse are you seeing in the province?
So I would say that because it's still so close and we're still partly in the pandemic, that we haven't got very great numbers just as of yet. However, what we are seeing is that there's an increase in complexity of the cases. So I wouldn't say that the type has necessarily changed. We, I think, are still seeing primarily financial abuse is very high, physical and emotional or psychological abuse is very high. What we are seeing, though, is that these cases that are coming out are more complex, and that the social isolation that people have experienced over the last year has really impacted when they've sought help. And so they maybe have waited a bit longer to seek help, and therefore the situation has possibly gotten worse and a bit more complex and needing a bit more services and resources to be engaged in. So at this time, that's the information that we have, although we do expect that there'll be better information coming out over the next probably year or so as we are able to gather that data and reflect back on it.
Thank you very much. Catherine, do you have a follow-up question?
Yeah. So as we're looking at the definitions of elder abuse, what sorts of things are you hoping to clarify or add, or what are you going to be doing for the defining elder abuse?
For the definition for elder abuse, so the Alberta government defined that elder abuse for any actions or inactions, or by self or others, or that which is jeopardize the health or well-being of the older adults. And this is just the current definitions. However, that's why we are kicking off some kinds of surveys to our stakeholder and to a general public, and then get more clarity the definitions of the elder abuse, so that the more information will be coming up later in this year.
Thank you very much, Minister Pon. Well, this concludes our announcement today, as there's no more callers on the line. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.